So back in May, TECNO introduced their latest in the Spark series. They brought in the Spark 5 and the Spark 5 Air. Now, many months later, the company is updating the Spark 5 series with the addition of the new Spark 5 Pro. Being that it is coming in months later, one would expect a huge upgrade to warrant not only the time frame since the previous launch, but also the Pro name that the device brings. However, I feel like that's not really the case. There are only two new things with the Spark 5 Pro. First, the new 16 megapixel rear camera, and second, the extra RAM and storage. Everything else remains the same, meaning you're still getting the same octa-core processor, the same 6.6-inch display, the same 5000 mAh battery, and the same micro USB port. So what exactly is TECNO aiming for with the Spark 5 Pro? Well, since the camera performance in my eyes is similar to the Spark 5's, though there's a new 16 megapixel camera over the 13 megapixel on the Spark 5, and given that there's nothing new really to focus on, I think TECNO is targeting two groups of people with this upgrade. First, they're targeting people who love to have lots of storage. These are people who save movies, pictures, and much more on their devices. The 6.6-inch display, though not full HD, looks really good and produces really good colors. One will love watching stuff on it, and one will have lots of space to save their stuff. If you take lots of pictures and videos, this phone will save it all offline. The second group of people TECNO is targeting are people who play games. Many mobile gamers who buy low-end devices have one issue: storage. They're not really able to store lots of apps. With the 128 gigs of internal storage, most will be okay. Also, the processor on the Spark 5 Pro isn't very powerful. However, with the 4 gigs of RAM that comes with the Spark 5 Pro and good handling of resources, one will be able to have a more comfortable gaming experience compared to the normal Spark 5, which came with 2 gigs of RAM. My issue with the Spark 5 is that it comes at a time when we are seeing a couple of devices from both Infinix and other companies that have better processors at almost the same price. So the Spark 5 feels like it's just an upgrade in RAM, but not an upgrade in processor. Personally, for me, I will take a better processor over more storage and more RAM any day. Anyway, I think that's it because the Spark 5 and the Spark 5 Pro share so much, there's very little to talk about. You can tell me your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you have any questions about the Spark 5 Pro, feel free to ask me, and I think we can have a discussion down there. But also tell me down below what you think. Will you prefer a newer processor that's more powerful over more RAM and storage, or will you prefer an older processor that's less powerful but with more RAM and storage? Tell me in the comment section down below. Thank you very much guys for watching. Subscribe.